This is a pile of rope. Within each type of rope are individual strands, and these represent individuals within demographics of people, such as ethnicity, race, and religion. Each of these strands are weak on their own, because the strength of the rope relies on individual strands being woven together. People are similar. We are much stronger when united as one. When we look at a pile of rope, we see rope, even if the pile consists of varying sizes, colors, and types. However, when we step back and look at the human population, many of us still stereotype others based on appearance and religious affiliation, and this hinders our progression as a species. Self-progression is similar to the growth of trees. A tree in an open field will have less competition, allowing it to grow laterally without ramification. However, this lack of guidance can be detrimental to the tree's health later. On the other hand, trees within a forest have vast competition, forcing them to grow vertically to compete for sunlight. We must shed lateral actions that are negatively affecting our progression as people. The tree in an open field, who we will call field tree, is similar to people with a lot of privilege. Forest tree was born into a poor minority of trees and has very little privilege, which makes its life exponentially more difficult. Field tree is playing the game of life on easy mode, whereas forest tree is playing on grandmaster survival mode. Forest tree is heavily punished for minor mistakes throughout their life and is facing constant challenges that field tree will rarely have to experience. This doesn't make field tree a bad tree. However, field tree must be conscious of its privilege throughout its life and understand that trees who are worse off may have faced a more difficult journey. As an arborist, I prune dead, diseased, and horizontal limbs that are detrimental to a tree's growth, allowing the healthiest form of the tree to exist. In my own growth, I trim dead ideas, diseased thoughts, and lateral actions that will jeopardize the best person I can be. If you have habits that hinder your growth as a person, it is imperative to identify and trim them from your life as early as possible. Severe habits such as alcoholism and drug abuse have obvious ramifications that must be remedied by cutting them from our life. Less obvious detrimental habits such as tardiness and selfishness are harder to identify, but easier to remedy with light trimming. A severed branch heals much faster than a broken branch, which may tear and impair the tree. The sooner we can start healing our negative habits and traits, the faster we will recover and grow as individuals, and ultimately as a species.